chapter of One Piece was relatively shorter than last week's, but last week's was a lot earlier. But that being said, this is more or less a setup chapter, and it's the introduction of the guests. And what makes this chapter even more amazing is the fact that the Straw Hats weren't even introduced, and it was still a great chapter. We didn't even see the Straw Hats in this chapter, and it's still a great chapter. With the exception of Sanji, who was sold by the end. That being said, this was all about the guests arriving, and start off with a cover page, and immediately I like it because we saw Crocodile Boy, aka Crocodile, with an umbrella in the rain. Now, what makes this even more intriguing is the fact that Crocodile was rumored to be one of the guests. It was theorized all over the place that Crocodile would show up as a guest at the wedding. Don't know if he's still going to be a guest because a lot of them have shown up. Again, it wasn't really established. All of them arrived. We just got to see the main ones in this chapter. And I don't know if this also means that Bonnie's going to show up as a guest because the rumors are going around that she is in fact Madame Caramel. So, and the fact that she could alter her age, it would make sense. But that being said, we see the guest being greeted by Paris Sparrow, and immediately he makes a stairway from him made out of candy. That was cool, actually. And then you see a group load of kids eyeing the staircase all over the place. So that, and then Paris Sparrow kind of said something that was interesting. He says, "We need to hurry up because you don't want to keep Big Mom waiting." And we found out that somebody that did keep Big Mom waiting, by the name of Jigoro or Jigura. He was greeted up by Capone, and long story short, it didn't end well for him because he had to attend his mother's funeral, and this is how sick and don't give a fuck that Big Mom is. You make her wait, and she's still gonna fuck with you. So Big Mom decided to take the head, mafia style, in the box of his father, a Jigura, and it's the same thing that Sanji was threatened with. Only Jigura's dad actually got it for real. So, and speaking of mafia, we see one of the guests, Black Market King, God of Fortune Dufel. He's definitely got the mafia look going on. Total gangster. By the way, I don't know what's up with his hairstyle, whether it's black and white or if he's just shaved parts of his hair out, which I don't know why he would do. But he's definitely got the mafia look going on. He's got a scar over his face, so the only thing to note to that is does Capone know him? Then we see obviously the most outrageous design out of the bunch of them is the president of World Economic Times. So you got the newspapers there. This guy's the president of Big News Morgans, and this dude looks like a bird off Sesame Street, literally. Then you got a nice looking girl, Ashley. But I don't care what anybody says. Her name's probably one of the best names in One Piece. The Queen of the Pleasure Quarter, Stussy. Leave that to your imagination. All you have to do is, I'm assuming, replace one of the letters. But you get the idea. Definitely nice looking design. But was nice about it when we saw Commander Smoothie making drinks. So the half girl, because the top half was a giraffe and the lower half was a girl. And the giraffe girl was pretty much juiced to the Kingdom Come, and Stussy had no problem drinking. So that's right there. Drink juice. I wonder if that would actually work. No, I see it probably wouldn't. Giraffe juice. Great magician. This dude looked like a clown at the circus, but his name obviously is what? Drop Peklo. Then you got the storage industry type. And he has internet to this dude is he has no problem drinking. Shipping magnet, ocean current of it. So we got the guests in line. And this, we saved the best for last. Oda decided to save the best introductions for the last. I don't know if this is Katakuri or not, because it definitely doesn't look like a potato starch to me. And this is the dude that took out Jigoro, because Jigoro kind of said, I'm out for blood for Big Mom, because obviously he killed my father. He beheaded my father and sent it to me as a present. So he was out for blood, but before he had a chance to do anything, probably wasn't a smart idea to blurt it out loud. But then you see Dogtooth Charlotte. By the way, was I the only one who thought his design kind of reminded me of Dog the Bounty Hunter a little bit? Because he definitely had that look. He stands at 1,057,000,000 belly. That was a translation error, by the way. Berry, obviously. Bounty. So obviously, this is definitely the Big Mom, one of the 3 commanders that was hyped up to hell, and for good reason, because this is a quote from Capone. When he shot Jigoro with a jelly bean, by the way, you can see him flicking jelly beans up and down. This is a quote from Capone. He trained his observation hockey so much that he can see a bit into the future. What the fuck? It's one thing to have Usopp's observation hockey allowing him to see through a wall, but what the hell? By the way, there's a lot of theories going around that Shanks' hockey has the ability to manipulate time. Well, this may be the closest thing to it, because you can see into the future. So I don't know. But yeah, that's OP as fuck. And that can cause a shit ton of problem with this assassination attempt. And Capone knows it. And I guess that's why he said our chances of winning are 0 if we fail, which I'm assuming they're going to fail, because they have to rely on so much going for the Straw Hat's weight against Big Mom, and I don't see that happening. And this whole thing about the photo of Madame Caramel that's on the photo that has such a weakness on Big Mom. Like I said last week in the previous review, that definitely reminds me of the Saiyans from Dragon Ball Z with the tails, until they had the fight with Vegeta and Nappa, and they kind of got rid of that weakness. So I wonder if it's going to be the same thing for Big Mom, or if in fact she's actually going to fall for it. But even if she does, Commander Smoothie, I don't know what she can do in a fight. She knows how to juice somebody, apparently. And by the way, Big Mom still hasn't got word that the Straw Hats have busted out of jail, so that could bite her in the ass as well. So not only that, so I'm real curious to see what Dogtooth can do when it comes to later on in the arc, because I guarantee you something's going to go horribly wrong. And his design, his around his face area, kind of reminds me of Jack, because he's got his mouth covered. Jack had the mask going on, but it looks like his scarf or whatever he's wearing around his neck is covering his mouth. He's got a sick looking tattoo, and by sick I mean cool. He's got a leather jacket reminiscent to the village people. He's got the leather pants. He's got whatever reason I guess that's a metal knee brace. So he's definitely got an emo look going on. He's got the spikes, he's got boots like a sheriff, and then he's got spikes around his thighs. So that's total emo look, goth looking attire. But the way it resembles, kind of reminds me of Doc the Bounty Hunter a little bit. Again, I don't know what Jack's bounty is officially, but we know it's a billion, but we don't know how much exactly. So as of right now, this dude's higher than Jack's bounty, which you shouldn't really place power levels on when it comes to bounties, but it's just worth noting. So all in all, and obviously the one of the biggest reveals of the chapter was at the beginning, where we saw Jinbei talking to the Sun Pirates. Now, questions were asked all over the place about what happened when Jinbei spun the roulette wheel. We still didn't know, and at first we thought, okay, Jinbei lost a body part, but we saw him and he didn't lose anything. We thought he may have lost his lifespan, didn't. But this chapter totally confirms the fact, no. In fact, what he would have lost if he spun the wheel was the numbers that were on that board indicated how many crew members he would have lost had that. And remember, there was 1,000 on that board, so yeah, I believe there's at least over 100 on that board. So that pretty much would have wiped out his entire crew, and included himself. So we know how Jinbei is. He doesn't like to he likes to help other people out. So that's the reason why I didn't spin it, which makes perfect sense. But then we have the subordinates of the Sun Pirates kind of say, listen, we'll go to Fisherman Island, but listen, Jinbei, you have this, you have every intention to go all out to the point where you're going to give up your own life, because Jinbei's not above doing that, because we've seen him before. And then kind of go the separate ways. They're hesitant and then say, listen, yeah, we'll fight, we'll leave you to it, but make sure you do everything in your power to survive, because so I don't know if that was a death flag or not, but I can definitely see Jinbei stepping in front to take a hit for somebody, because remember, he's done that before when it comes to, like, he took the hit for Luffy and Marineford. I mean, Luffy still got a fist for the chest as well, but he's from Akainu, but he's, yeah, I can totally see Jinbei doing that, and maybe that was a death flag or not, but the fact that Jinbei's ship is no longer there, I don't. Obviously means Peckham's is not there as well, because Peckham's, the last we saw before this chapter, he was getting patched up, and he totally knows about the plan, the assassination plot, which I did say a couple of chapters ago that Peckham's was going to go nuts when he found out, and it's a good thing he's not there. At least I think he's not there. Obviously, he's in no shape to do anything, much less try and intervene. And that's another thing too. I think there's way too much. Like I said, for this to work, there's so much has to go against Big Mom, and I really don't see that. I don't know. Stranger things have happened, but as of right now, I don't see it. But this was all about the guessing being introduced, and it was all, in my opinion, it was all about Dogtooth. His badass introduction. I can't wait to see what he can do. Again, I don't know if this confirms all the guests that have arrived, but we got a grand idea of how the big players, at least. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. A very short chapter, but still a very decent one. Rage, you asked the question, what is Sanji going to do? Because he knows what's about to go down. So, and I wonder what Rage is really going to do when push comes to shove. Because remember, Luffy is going to use that distraction to save the Vincennes, which I don't know if he can, but we'll definitely see him try. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more One Piece, and I'll catch you guys later.